OPEC is an intergovernmental organization of oil exporting developing nations which aims to ensure oil prices remain stable within the global oil market. Now, OPEC has 12 member countries, which include Algeria, Angola, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, among many others. Now, while OPEC countries produce about 40% of the world's oil, they hold 80% of proven global oil reserves, and 85% of these reserves are in the Middle East. So, whenever OPEC decides to decrease production, oil prices increase. And whenever they allow production to increase, oil prices fall. Now, non-OPEC suppliers produce 60% of the world's oil, and although they are 50% larger than OPEC, they don't have sufficient reserve to be able to control prices and can only respond to market fluctuation, which is why we only really pay attention to whether or not OPEC increases or decreases their oil production. This is because the other oil suppliers don't possess enough oil reserve to exert the same influence that OPEC has on the price of oil. Twice a year or more frequently if required, the oil and energy ministers of the OPEC members meet to decide on the organization's output level. And it is extremely important that you are aware of these meetings, because following these meetings, the price of oil may rise or fall rapidly. And I'm just going to show you an example of this. Now, here is a chart of oil prices, and these vertical lines represent OPEC meetings. And as you can see, the price of oil fell rapidly after each meeting. We see the meeting in July here, and the reason for this is OPEC refused to decrease their oil production, and as a result, oil prices continue to fall. And this is because if OPEC decreases their oil production, this would result in a decrease in the supply of oil, and without a decrease in demand would result in an increase in oil prices. So as a fundamental trader, you should always be aware of OPEC meetings, because as you can see, trading the result of OPEC meetings can be extremely lucrative. Here we can see if you sold the market after this meeting, you would have made a lot of money, and if you sold the market after this meeting, you would have made a lot of money. So as a fundamental trader, it's extremely important that you pay attention to OPEC, because you can make a lot of money trading the results of each meeting.